Alrighty, welcome to the next game. Playing the blue Zerg, light 7 playing the red Terran LsP Zak. Alright, so we have a TVZ to start this day with. And the guys are basically next to each other, like light is on top and Zak is under him. So yeah, this and especially in the TVZs, it's very nice for the Terran to be like close to the other player because they can just drop units inside the base. Like there was a game between Zak and Disco Dance where Zak was also Terran next to him, and he just basically was able to drop continuously, and that's why it was a very nice game. Not sure what Zak will do in this game against Light. Maybe he will try the same thing, but of course on fastest map a lot of things can happen. You have a lot of choices, you have a lot of opportunities to count with. So we'll see what will what's up his stores in this game. So right now he's sending this SCV to scout. Of course this is our random versus random, they don't know each other's race. And Light opened up with a choke here, standard game, and also this Overlord is scouting the middle of the map to see any proxy gateways or proxy barracks. And right now this SCV is a bit in the dark as Zak doesn't really know where this Overlord came from. He might be suspecting it came from this base, or maybe this one right here. But based on the time, so it's like only two minutes passed in the game, and in 2 minutes the Overlord is not able to come out so far. So probably he knows he was that Overlord was sent from a middle base, and then it turned ahead and then went upwards. So Zak is adding now an academy, and of course we'll go for medic and marines, and he has actually a greater chance of breaking the defense of the Zerg player as blue has a middle spot right here, and then of course the marines and the medics have a higher surface area to attack, and they have more space. So of course, in comparison to a corner base, the marines of course have a larger space for attacking, and also the medics have higher chances of healing because they can of course get closer to the marines. But Zak started this factory anyways. He's not really planning to attack, and also this SCV stopped scouting for a moment. But Light is also scouting now with those lings. And right now he found Zak to be under him. And Zak is still scouting, so this is the longest time to scout. Yeah, this is the longest scouting time that you can see. That Overlord really misdirected him, and but since he scouted all of the other bases, I think there is like one last base to scout, so now he has a feeling where he might be. And let's see, so it's a starport. Well, it seems that Zak might just do the same thing against Light that he did against Disco Dance. But of course he can also just produce vessels, as his opponent is a Terran, so he needs to be sure what he's against. Like at the moment he cannot be sure whether it's fast Mythalisks or Lurkers, and he has to be Sure, he needs to like first make a vessel to also to like scout, you know, and then check out what's going on. But he can just also risk and then go for a drop. All right, so he risks, and blue is going lurkers. So this will be interesting because blue is going for lurkers and Zak doesn't have detection. He's not adding a science facility. He's not adding this command center is very late for the comsat station. So if the drop fails, then it will be a very hard game for him. Of course, by the time lurkers are available, then by the time he also will have a comsat station available, but he also has to economize the energy. He cannot really waste it. Alright, first dropship is ready, and he will be ready to pick up those units and just simply drop right here. And then after that, he can just he should just come down right here and then drop inside. But anyway, this overlord is seeing everything of this, and right now he's preparing. But of course, he only has like one sunken, and then he started a newer one, but he still might not be enough because Zak is reloading and then also sending newer units, and these marines now have a free access to these hatcheries. So hydras are now popping out and newer sunkens are added. This attack is now right now stopping here because basically with the hydras the sunkens will be finished. The question is whether Zak will yeah, he's basically going for that sunken. I wanted to see if he will back up and then just continue shooting this hatchery or really go for the sunken. So basically he only has now one marine left. He had 3, but he managed to kill that sunken, but of course these 3 sunkens are enough now. So basically Light is going for Guardians. He started the Spire a bit late. This hive will be finished much earlier. But he's fine because Zak is just producing a vessel right now. He doesn't have a comsat station, so until the vessel is ready, he'll be alright. Until that, Zak cannot really attack further. So he continues on with the drop, and 3 dropships are now entering his base. And this is a better opportunity for Zak now. He managed to unload most of his units, and Light doesn't really have any defense under the hatcheries. These sunkens will go down quite easily to the steam marines, but the lurkers are arriving and he's ready to defend, and these marines will die basically. So without the scan it was a bit dangerous to attack. This is what I was mentioning, that yeah, without the vessel he's not able to attack. However, this attack on the choke is more successful. He also has now a vessel right here. He has tanks. Of course he has newer units approaching, so I guess this game is now very hard for Light. He definitely needs a defiler, and this irradiate is also killing. Well, that irradiate killed like 17 drones, so that's also makes things harder for Light, who is really now trying to utilize any units he has. He badly needs a defiler if he wants to survive, and he's also very low on hatcheries. He has only 3 altogether, or like 4 hatcheries. Alright, so the defiler mount is up, and He really needs to buy some time until he has consumed researched, and then after that he is able to at least get some Darkstorm on the lurkers so he can prevent the Marines from progressing. And he's also waiting for the Greater Spire. It's ready right now, so this is a moment for Zak to progress, and if he wants to win the game, he has to just really do that right before the Guardians are ready. Yeah, the Guardians were like made not really at the right spot. He should have just made them a bit behind, but actually it doesn't really matter right now because Zak is not dealing with. Yeah, he spotted the Guardians a bit late. He was actually attacking the gas and not the Guardians. So right now they are fine. It's okay for light, and he can use these Guardians to get rid of all the tanks and all the Marines. And basically this saves him for now. The only issue he's facing is that he's really broke. I don't know. He must have like 20 or like 15 drones. And New Irradiates keep killing him. This vessel has like 21 kills. Meanwhile, Zak is producing more and more vessels. He really needs defense. He has to get rid of the Guardians, otherwise he will lose all his bio units and the tanks. This is the time for Light to get back drones, get more hatcheries, and try to get some defense, of course. Yeah, he's really trying to utilize these Guardians and try to kill as many units as possible and buy some time. But these raids will probably not mean a huge threat because these Devourers, of course, will be enough. Anyway, he's commencing this attack and he uses also the lurkers, so one Guardian got an irradiate. He was able to, of course, separate it from the others, and then right now he's trying with the lurker to enter the base, but Zak reacted quite nicely. He added the supply depot quite fast, so that Light was not able to get to the SCVs. On the other hand, the tanks of Zak were able to just get this far, and right now the drones are in a bit of trouble as the tanks have range. Sorry, so they have range for the drones. But anyway, that's a GG.